Today, we're preparing our land.
Off-grid campsite.
Right back there.
Can you believe it? After 3 months of working on our land in southern Portugal, today we must leave for the very first time. Ah! If we can, that is. The wedge is wedged. And what we find along the way, 100 degrees, whoa, is way more than just the cool ocean breezes we were searching for. Let's get in the water.
Let's get in the water. That's what we came for. Come on.
Welcome back to our channel. If you're new around here, we're Brittany and Drew, two hopeful adventurers who got married, moved into a van, and have been chasing adventures all around the globe ever since. And now, after moving from the USA to Portugal, we'll be documenting our entire journey of building our dreams as we transform a historic watermill into our first home, not on wheels. Join us as we embark on this new and exciting phase of life. Now, let's take in a deep breath and let it out. Let the adventure begin. These socks are messing with my zen. They're a little crusty.
The best part about making a coffee this way is it doesn't heat up the house. It's going to heat the water in the top chamber, push it through the coffee grains, and make me a great espresso at the bottom. Look at that. Bye.
Bye, babes. See you soon. There's a beautiful little butterfly sniffing our oranges. Oh. Okay, it's really starting to steam up in here. It has already reached 90 degrees and it is not even 11 o'clock in the morning yet. Drew and I said by noon we needed to be out of here because it is starting to heat up fast. For the next 4 days, it's going to be nearly 100 degrees, between 90 and 100. And in the camper, it tends to feel about 10 degrees warmer. So right now, he went to go pick up a really important package, actually an air conditioner, a solar-powered air conditioner. But we have to leave, and we are going to head for the coast. Where we're headed, the highest temperatures over the next few days are 12 degrees cooler than here. So as soon as he gets back, we're going. But until then, in order to survive, I gotta get in our lagoon. I think yesterday I went swimming in there 5 times. It is essential for survival. The air was warm last night. I watched as the birds and dragonflies flew in the pink glow of the setting sun above me, their wings reflecting an iridescent light. Yesterday was warm, but tomorrow will be hot. So we will leave our mountain oasis and trade it for a few days by the sea, where the seagulls and the salty ocean air can refresh our souls.
I'm back.
How did it go?
I got the goods. I'm so grateful that our Zero Breeze portable AC unit has arrived. We've never needed this more. Let me just start by saying that Zero Breeze has a really well-designed battery so that it's sleek, sits right underneath it. Mrs. Adventure, I'm coming.
My hero.
It's lightweight, so I can move it easily.
It's really sleek looking. Oh my. This turned into quite the project.
Turned into craft hour.
I think it'll work.
Oh, it's only taking like 100 watts. 133 watts to run this.
Oh my gosh. It's a whole new world. This is wonderful. Unfortunately, our camper van has terrible insulation, so we have to keep everything closed so we can hold this in here as much as possible. But I think you did a great job with your little rig for the...
It turned out all right.
Yeah.
It's definitely more insulated than the top of the van.
Wow.
It looks like we're in a space station.
Feels like we're in a cool place like space.
So what do you think about using this in the bed of our truck for that camping experience in the truck bed?
Ooh, that's a great idea. Future adventure
Future episode.
Yes.
One last thing I want to point out is the little irrigation tube over here. I wired it up just like this in case there's some drippage, leakage, which I guess there's a little bit forming. Not so shabby.
This is wonderful.
I'm still impressed how quiet it is in here.
That's so true. I could even do voiceovers.
To voiceovers and to cool air. Cheers. This is a big moment. This van has not moved in 3 months.
I'm a little nervous.
I'm nervous that we have a lot of things to put away and need a lot of time, and it's just getting hotter and hotter midday right now. It's 34 on the dash in the car. That's Celsius, so that's like 92 out right now.
Relocating our water jugs, putting away papers and notebooks, swiveling our seats for the first time in months, rearranging fans and baskets, and making the wise choice not to remove our sunshades until the very last moment. Packing our winter blanket away to be stored in the water mill, and that's just the inside stuff. Doing little drop off at the mill. Whee! This is fun. Whoa. Could almost touch the floor. We're here. Sadly, your tighting gear isn't coming with.
Unfortunately not.
We got our bucket of citrus from our neighbors. That's definitely coming with. What about the mat? Are we rolling everything up? Next was our picnic blanket, table, and chairs, and any shoes that we had been keeping stored underneath the camper. And last but not least was the bicycle rack that Drew picked up from the store that morning, which gave me just enough time to make my morning smoothie. Or I guess nearly afternoon smoothie. And 2 hand-cracked walnuts to top it all off. Time to close up shop. Oh dear. Well, at least we already have a towel here. If you're not careful when you close this is in the way, it'll turn on the sink. You know, camper van life definitely keeps us agile.
It sure does.
I think we can reach and bend and stretch.
There's a lot of movement that goes into it all.
Yeah, there is.
Nothing like the van life shuffle routine.
I know. Just a little while longer. I'm grateful that we still have a rolling home that we can take to the beach when the weather gets hot like this. Although when we're living in the water mill, the walls are so thick that we'll stay cool in there no matter how hot it gets outside. But for now, I'm not sure where we're going, but I know we're going to a campground on the coast. We haven't quite figured out exactly where. We'll see where we end up. While I wait for Drew to finish up some last minute things, I'm keeping myself happily entertained and out of the way in the shade playing my new favorite game. It's a murder mystery game and it's called June's Journey. It's a captivating, fast-paced, hidden object adventure that has you playing a witty detective set back in the 1920s. And the objects are hidden in the most beautiful, elaborate, and colorful scenes. And as you win points, you can use them to remodel your mansion on your very own garden island. And some of the items are so beautiful, I wish they existed in real life so we could have them on our land here. So along with being quite engaging, I would say this game is pretty inspirational too. What Drew and I love most is that we are using our minds in a new way. We're using new grooves in our brain, working at a pace that our brains just aren't used to in everyday life. So it feels like a good mental exercise for us. And right now you can download this mobile game for free using the link in our video description below or by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. And well, I'm gonna see if I can find a few more items hidden here before I see if Drew is finally ready to hit the road. Whoa.
Whoop. Forgot to pull in the clutch. This van hasn't moved in so long. It'll be really good for its wheels, motors, components.
Miss Fury 2 is getting excited.
She fires right up though.
Wow.
It's because I start her every week actually.
Every weekend, she gets a nice purr.
Every Sunday.
I've never seen a bike on the back of a Fury 2 though. How exciting.
It's very exciting.
Cool.
The one downside, guys, there's no air conditioner in the front dash of this camper van.
Oh yeah.
That is one thing that from now on in the future, we will always make sure is a requirement.
Did you see what it says up here? 100 degrees.
Whoa, Nolly.
We gotta get out of here.
I hope she's ready to go up this canyon. I'm pretty confident in this camper though. Maybe the driver.
Ah! Oh dear. There's a wedge. The wedge is wedged. Oh my.
It's stuck in the fender. How did we do that? That was a rookie move.
Shoot. If we had only pulled forward first. You can dig out some more rock. Oh.
Afraid if I go backwards, it's gonna snap. I could snap this.
It's just dragging. More. There. Yes. Yes. It just fell.
Good work.
Sweet relief.
That was stressful.
Yeah, it was. What not to do. Don't forget your wedges. Weird to see our spot so empty. Although the socks will stay. And we have a little note and present for our neighbors who left us oranges in their bucket yesterday.
Just doing a final inspection. Our tires look like they're all holding and strong with air, so we don't have to worry about filling any up. Gotta shimmy us around and get our butt that way.
Okay, I'll get in the truck.
All right, guys, I got ourselves turned around and we're gonna head up the hill now. All right, I'm gonna let Brittany take off and get a lot of room in front of me so I can keep a good speed up. Just gotta keep nice and easy in first gear all the way up. Our front two wheels are doing all the work. They're pretty much slicks because this is meant to be on tarmac and paved roads. So you can hear it just churning some of these times. As long as I keep momentum up though, I'm all right. Keep with the speed. This is the problem I had last time. Fudge. Oh man. All right, going back down just a little bit, the flatter area, and I'm gonna really try to take off to get up the last bit that's pretty steep. All right, wish me luck. Here we go. All right, got last momentum.
Any second now. Yes! They did it!
We made it though. What do you say? I had to give it a little bit of a back again, get to a flat spot, and then get a running start.
So good. I'm gonna go leave the truck down there and I'll walk back up.
All right. That breeze feels good.
This is nice. Wow. I feel like I'm sitting on top of the road.
We're on the road again.
I forgot how big this windshield was.
It's pretty great. I think we need to wash it.
Oh, I bet Espiritu's singing right now. She's like, I
I'm
still
loved.
got it. Yeah. Oh, this is fun. We still don't know where we're going, but I guess we'll see you there. We're gonna enjoy the ride. Kinda like Lucky Blue.
It is like Lucky Blue. I like that you made that connection. Lucky Blue, you're an absolute animal. Yoo-hoo! That's why they call it a dirt bike. Many smiles ahead.
We had to pull over and do some last minute research and figure out which campground we are actually going to be going to. We have some work to do, so unfortunately we need to make sure that where we go has Wi-Fi, which feels a little bit funny for us because it sort of feels like we're on a vacation. We're going to the beach.
It was very exciting to be moving today.
Yeah, but we, you know, a little bit of work, a little bit of play. It's really hard to edit when it's 100-something degrees in the camper van, so I have some catching up to do once we get to where we're going. So I think we figured out which campground we're going to, but I wanted to read you 2 of the reviews on Park for Night, which is the app that we use here in Europe, and the translations of the reviews are always pretty funny. I'll go with the negative review first. This one is 1 out of 5 stars. It says, "Attention, partly free-roaming in-house aggressive Transmontano shepherd dog with about 70 kilograms. Even worse, 50 meters away, 6 other guests' toddlers were playing. The boss was an eyewitness to the incident." So that one was written in German, and this one was written in French. "Super nice beach 10 minutes away on foot with an incredible collection of animals on the way. Ostriches, buffaloes, llamas, bison, and zebras."
Zebra, he's rolling around.
No way! What? "Very shaded, calm, large swimming pool. It was empty when we were there, with a very large sanitary facility, clean and in good condition, but no toilet paper or toilet seat." But they still gave it 4 out of 5 stars, so the toilet paper or toilet seat must have not been that important. I say we give this place a try, but first I'm gonna run into the grocery store here because there is a heavily French community in this area, and this grocery store always has fresh crepes. They're nicely framed in the window.
It's like a, here you go.
Oh, like a drive-through.
It's like a food truck.
Like a food truck.
I'd like 1 halfly eaten sandwich, please, with
Perfect.
a cucumber on top.
That's all I got.
And a cookie.
Wow, this is actually fresh rosemary. I might have to snap off a sprig. I don't need to buy any. Voila, les crepes. Fresh made peanut butter. Wow, hazelnut and chocolate. But I think I'm going for almond butter. No crepe is complete without this. I'm back.
You're back.
Just chilling.
Reading about Portugal experiences.
That's fun.
Polishing up on some of my Portuguese words.
Fun. Well, I got a bag full of groceries. And look at this. Fresh almond butter for $3.99.
Ooh,
Isn't that amazing?
that is.
Are we leaving? Any day now.
I think I've sorted out a small pool. I'm really embarrassed to tell my buddy Matt, who asked how far we'd make it, that we've only made it like 20 minutes from where we live to the closest grocery store.
And it's like 4:30 p.m.
Yeah, he and his wife have been down at the beach in the Algarve the entire day, and they're about to leave the beach. And I saw them when I was driving back with the package I picked up. They've been chilling all day. He's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, still in the camper, sweating.
But it is only 97 degrees now.
I do want to say that things just take longer. It's hot and your brain can only half function.
Yes.
And you're filming, aka faffing, according to our friend, because he's
Yes.
British and they just use all the wittiest of words. To faffing. Let's get out of here.
No more faffing.
But I gotta finish writing this.
And we're off.
Here we go.
Woohoo!
Except we gotta go the other way, which means we gotta do a loop-de-loo in the roundabout.
That's fun.
Did we close everything?
We'll find out.
Oh, we need to close the hatch. That's where all the heat's coming in. Oh, eucalyptus.
Whoa! The windmill.
HOMESTEAD.
Drew and I were just saying how much we love the fact that if we want to take a little weekend getaway trip in Espiri too, that we have so many places to choose from within an hour and a half. You know, we could go up to Vila Nova Milfontes or Odisseite, which has like some of the most beautiful windmills. It's such an enchanting little village. Or we could go to the south coast and, you know,
basically go to the Spanish border in Tavira.
yeah, that's
Castro
true.
Marim.
Or we could just go where we're going now, just to have a little bit of a change of scenery, a little break from our land work. Because I'm gonna tell you, Drew was Hercules last week.
Motorcycle clan. Scooter gang.
Whoa! And look at all those grapevines.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Here we are. Look at all the animals.
Oh, the zebra. He's rolling around.
No way.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Ostrich, bison,
Ostrich.
some impalas. That's cool.
That's amazing. And alpacas. Wow.
Very cool.
We're literally camping right across from this. Just after 5 p.m. and where we are in Europe, this time of the day, the heat really starts to crank up. So it's a pretty popular time to be arriving to the beach, and I'm so grateful to be here. I forget how exhausting a day of van life can be. There's a lot that goes into this lifestyle, but we're here, finally. Couldn't be happier. Well, I could be if I were in the water. This is one of the best beaches in Portugal. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, it's happening.
It must be 20 degrees cooler than where we are in the mountains.
I know. Look, we could get a massage. Ooh.
We've arrived.
We've journeyed for so long to get here. Feels like it took all day.
Remember when we were preparing, that was what I said I was worried about most.
But it would take us all day to get here.
And we'd be really hot in the process.
Yeah. And we're, what, not even an hour away from home. I didn't even take off my dress. I'm just like belly flopped.
We're at the beach.
The reason that I'm so excited to be at this particular beach is because like a 10-minute walk away from here, there's a beach that I've been dying to go to. Or I should say dreaming of going to since 2018. I like saved it on our map.
That's that big heart that I see on the coastline every time I look at it.
Yes. We were on a really long hike that day, normal, and we just didn't have it in us to take a 10-minute detour to this beach, but that's what we're going to do tomorrow. That's the adventure on the agenda. So you can be excited too.
But for now, R&R.
So now we relax. But if you know us, then you know that we wouldn't be able to resist the sea for very long.
Go, 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 go!
Shallow!
How far do we have to go?
Like galloping like a horse.
Oh, she went under like a murderer woman. All right. it's chilly.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's alive.
We were just saying, this is the first time we've been swimming on the west coast since we've lived here.
Right. Wow, and the beaches on this coast are totally different than the south
So
coast.
different. We're body surfing. That's one happy lady right there, guys. Happy wife, happy life.
We're admiring this shade structure. It's the same fabric that's on our terrace.
Yeah.
We should just recreate this whole thing. What do you think?
I'm taking mental images and studying it, and photos for record.
And video, just in case. I'll get a close-up on how they tied this. Can anyone tell us how to do this knot?
And they use zip ties at the end, so it gives it a little more support. It's like a cable.
Smart.
Yeah.
These trees are wonderful. Wow.
Whoa, drum roll.
The golden seal.
Oh, it's so nice.
It is such a nice touch. There's something about European Nutella that is just different.
Just something about it. The way this spreads, and this is also in a glass jar versus American
Always.
Nutella is in a plastic jar. Big difference. I love that.
You'll only get that on the first night.
No, I got
You
it.
think you can get it whole?
It's a very skilled endeavor. I feel like I found the golden ticket in the Willy Wonka bar.
That's amazing. You did pretty good there.
Look at that.
C'est la vie, babes. Bigger than your face. Just how we like them.
Like a tablecloth.
Just you do you.
Look at the drizzle.
Oh, it's beautiful. More is more.
Okay, one more. Whoa.
Now you get to lick the spoon.
That's like the best part. If you don't have crepes, you just grab a spoon.
It's almost the best way to do it. But if you got crepes, I mean. How do you say crepe?
Crepe. I like my crepes. My crepes. I'm like, that's something I ordered at Bob Evans. Like my crepes.
Oh, that's a quality crepe. How did you sleep last night? It was nice and cool, wasn't it?
Man, feels wonderful here.
Yeah,
Ready
it
to
does.
take on the day.
Look at that. Nice cool breeze. The sun is shining. Yep. Nope. No toilet paper and no toilet seat. It's a lovely bathroom otherwise. Look at all the showers. With a beautiful hike and that beach that we had been dreaming of just steps away, our computer work was going to have to wait one more day.
I feel like we took photos right here.
Can you see how amazing it is back there? Look at those rocks. Whoa. Talk about some soft sand to hike uphill in. It's about to be Drew's turn. Bridges and waterfalls and shorelines and islands,
Storks.
caves and
Beautiful
arches.
rocks.
See the storks up on the top? We can't seem to keep our pace going because it's so beautiful. We keep stopping. Now there's ostriches on the trail. It's incredible. Here comes another one. Whoa, look at him go. Right there, right next to the trail. Whoa.
We've been reminiscing about when we were here 5 years ago along this trail in this exact spot. Our younger selves by 5 years and how we just felt. And now we're back.
Pretty special that we now live here in a place that we were so stunned by, you know?
We were just drawn to it.
Yeah.
Whoa, there it is.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at this. I think just around the bend over there is the beach, Amalia Beach. Oh, look, that's a stork nest on that
it's
little
a
rock.
huge one on that point.
Yep. I remember that now, too. Yeah, that's probably like their great-grandchildren of the ones that we saw. Or great-grandbirds. These are the bamboo roots.
Wow, a ton of them.
Yeah, the ones that I dug out. This is amazing.
I gotta take off my sunglasses. Wow, that is a bamboo tunnel if I've ever seen one.
And a bridge. We made it! Wow.
This is what we've been waiting for.
A little slice of paradise. I remember looking at this and just being like, oh, if only we didn't have like 10 more miles.
Oh, you can definitely tell more and more people are coming to the beaches because it's that time of year.
How grateful are you to be here and not sweating it out on our property, right?
One thing Brittany and I were saying is that the heat, it really makes us appreciate those times we are comfortable and teaches us a lot about ourselves. And I think nowadays with having modern comforts, we just all get too comfortable and it makes us band together, those of us who don't have those things, especially in the mountains, coming out to the beaches and places that are comfortable.
You connect more with nature and
You
your
do.
neighbors.
And your like body.
Yeah, you feel more heat, more alive.
We definitely feel alive and we're definitely grateful for everything we have in our lives.
And to be right here, right now, sharing our lives with you beautiful people.
Thank you guys for tuning in, watching this episode. We've been on another great adventure.
And we're at another great little spot on this beautiful planet. So get out there,
go explore.
Know that we love you and appreciate you, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Adventure every day, guys.
Let's get in the water.
Let's get in the water. That's what we came for. Come on.
We can't wait to see you all in the next episode. À tes brèves. See you soon.